Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class C motorhome value from Parkway RV Center. Today we're going to look at a local trade purchased here about a year ago. Traded in on, they decided to go a different route, go with a travel trailer. But this was a local North Georgia trade-in that we originally sold them. This is a 2007 Coachmen Freelander, excuse me, model number 3150 SS. This is the biggest and best Freelander that Coachmen built in 2007. It cost about $81,000 new. It's got 15,000 miles on it and change. E450 chassis, 6.8 liter Triton V-10. Could be the 362 horsepower. I'm going to call it the 305 just to be safe. And if anybody knows how to tell the difference between the 2-valve and the 3-valve V10 quickly and easily, let me know in the comments, please, because that's 07 could be either one. I'm going to say the 305, but I guess if you ran the VIN number by Ford, it may have the 3-valve, which is 362 horsepower. Either one's going to be more than enough. But a good looking rig, got one big super slide out. That's what the SS stands for, super slide. Striping and finish looks great. I can't find a single thing on it that doesn't work. I've got the generator running right now. 560 hours on the 4 kW Onan generator, gasoline. No delamination. The striping and finish for a 10-year-old motorhome is in well above average condition. Ain't perfect. Notice I said above average. It's not like new. There's no such thing as a like new 10-year-old motorhome, but you know, it's got a little edges are kind of curled up a little bit, but like I said, you show me a 2007 that doesn't have that. FL 3150 SS, sitting on a good looking set of tires, Coopers I believe. That 450 chassis, plenty wide enough, plenty of heavy enough for this RV. Got a slide topper on the slide out. Generator runs smooth, dash air's cold, refrigerator's cold, all the lights work. Guy was just using this thing, and that's the advantage of buying something that we took in on trade. It hasn't been sitting around for a long time on 2 or 3 dealers' lots while it's been trying to sell. I mean, this was just being used a few weeks ago. Matter of fact, he wasn't even really planning on trading it. He went ahead and winterized it for this winter. So, but here it is, folks. 15,000 miles, really nice. Awnings in great shape. Includes a 90-day nationwide limited warranty. Includes a major systems check by our certified RV techs, all included for that low haggle-free price of $39.9. If you pull up the NADA, folks, this thing is priced thousands under what NADA says I should sell it for. Thousands and thousands under that. Let's look inside. I love this layout in a Class C, folks. It gives you a lot of living space, more than average for a Class C. 31.5 feet is an easy size to drive and park, perfect for older campgrounds and state parks. I mean, it's got the HD TV, got plenty of sitting area, sleeps 8 people, plenty of room for an air mattress here in the kitchen if you need to sleep 10. Looks good, folks. Cab over looks good. The exact mileage is 15,144.5 miles. Got a wireless backup camera, power windows, power locks, CD stereo. You can see this thing is blowing icicles at idle out of the dash air. No check engine lights. Oh, of course, you know, 15,000 miles. This thing doesn't have much use on it. Seats look great. Headliner looks great. Carpeting looks great. All original linoleum in the actual main traffic area. I like that. This unit does have the optional heated holding tanks, making it a true 4 seasons motorhome. And the rest of the interior, folks, looks just like you would expect a 15,000 mile motorhome to look like. Stove eyes are not even discolored where they've been lit. Got a Dometic microwave, refrigerator, freezer I've had on long enough to get cold. In fact, I've got my bottle of water in there. But just to show you, you know, because anybody can put a hand in the freezer and says it's ice cold. How many people actually do videos and show you that it works? Clean. I mean, it's in the 30s in the fridge. Of course, I've got it turned up pretty high, so you're normally not going to run it that cold. Obviously, that works great. And I've got a sales brochure right here. And there's, of course, if you want to pause it, there's your VIN number, model number, all that stuff right there if you want to pause it. If you want to do any kind of Carfax or check on it, there's your VIN number you can check, which we've already done. It's fine. NADA, no added options. Now, folks, when you see a dealer that posts an NADA or for sale by owner, a lot of them are going to have 2 pages of options. All those options are pretty much all standard equipment. You don't add for them. That's straight from NADA themselves, and that's why I do not like that free version online, because it prompts you to add for stuff that's standard equipment in 2007. In other words, folks, I don't care how much money you had in 2007. You couldn't have bought this motor, this particular 3150, without a slide out. You couldn't buy it without a refrigerator, without a microwave, without a roof air, without a stovetop and an oven and a microwave and an awning. You couldn't buy it without a furnace or a water heater. So why do people add for those options when it's standard equipment? If you're not sure what standard equipment, do what I did. It takes about 5 minutes on Google. Print out a factory sales brochure, and it'll have all your standard, all your optional equipment. So just to play it safe, so nobody can say I tried to sell something that it wasn't, I always show base NADA. Suggested list price new, $81,053, not including any options that this unit may have had. Low retail, and this is adjusting for the 15,000 miles. It adds 25% for the mileage. $45,562 average retail. And now, folks, don't get me wrong. If you want to sit and look through this manual, this brochure, and write down the optional equipment this unit actually has that you can add for, you probably got a $50,000 book value. But, you know, folks, it doesn't matter. With 15,000 miles, that's not including the value of that 90-day warranty. That's a Coachnet warranty. So it is actually a nationwide limited warranty that's included with it. Most dealerships you buy from that sell an 07 sell it as is, as it sets. We actually check them out, and we give you that warranty too for the $39.9 price, which is thousands less than the book says I should sell it for. Folks, I don't go by book value. Folks, I'll spend hundreds of thousands of dollars a week buying motorhomes, amounts that most of you get sick spending on used RVs and not look at a book one time, and that's because of 20 years of experience, folks. Market value and NADA value most of the time are polar opposites. Another thing I like about this unit, 6-foot 10-inch ceilings. So you can walk through it without hitting your head on anything. You can step up by the bed and not hit your head on the ceiling. Queen Island bed, factory bed cover. Split bathroom, water closet on one side. Sink, toilet. Of course, this door opens up, makes a privacy barrier. And you've got a curtain on the other side of the shower right here. So you can completely isolate the bathroom from the whole entire RV. Shower looks good, hasn't had a lot of use. Stickers still look great. Skylight, no signs of leak damage or anything like that. Roof looks immaculate on this thing. Obviously been serviced like it's supposed to. Holding tank heaters, 574 hours on the generator. No problem there. 15,000 miles on the motorhome entirely. No problem there. You know, folks, I can price this thing and sell it just as quickly for $49.9 as I am for $39.9, but that's not how we operate. You know, we've been in business for 49 years. We sell almost 600 used RVs a year, and people travel thousands of miles, not just every once in a while, but on average, thousands of miles a week people drive to get to our RV dealership to buy campers and motorhomes from us. Number one reason, same reason you're watching this video, is the price. Where else are you going to find a 15,000 mile loaded out Coachmen Freelander with 15,000 miles with a 90-day nationwide warranty for under $40,000? And that's not $40,000 plus $4,000 or $5,000 in dock fees, prep fees, acquisition fees, freight fees, and all that other stuff. That's $39,900 out the door, plus sales tax if you're a Georgia resident, plus all out-of-state buyers, of course, will pay your state sales tax rate when you tag and title this motorhome at your home state or your local DMV office. In other words, you don't pay sales tax twice. If your sales tax rate's lower in Georgia, then you pay lower sales tax. If it's more than the Georgia rate, then you pay more. But $39,900, and that's what we call option A, which is what I personally call the stress-free, worry-free option. Option A price of $39,900, of course, is haggle-free, firm. Doesn't matter if you're paying cash, if you're financing, if you're trading in, or a combination of that. The price is the price. That's the price that attracts you to begin with. That price includes the 90-day nationwide limited warranty, includes the major system checkout on this RV, which pretty much covers everything on it. If you want a copy of what we check and repair if needed for the price you pay, contact our sales department. They'll email you a copy of that list. It includes a complete walkthrough by the tech that checked it out, so you know how to operate everything. Folks, I call it the worry-free, stress-free option because there's no stress, there's no worry. Once it's paid for, it goes into line to get checked out, and it's probably right now, this thing probably won't take, unless it changes in the next few days, it shouldn't take long at all to go through this and get it ready to go for you. When you come here to pick it up, you're going to have a complete walkthrough, answer any questions you have. You're going to know how to operate it. So the first time you take it out, you're going to know what you're doing, folks. And that's the worry-free, stress-free. You've got a 90-day nationwide limited warranty, which you more than likely will not use, but it's included with it for your peace of mind. And all of that for $39,900. Now, folks, I know there's a lot of you out there. Of course, the days of haggling are long, long over with thanks to the internet. And the reason for that's simple, folks. Thanks to the internet, you can look at every single 07 Freelander 3150 on the internet today, cross country. You can look at mileage. You can look at prices. You've got thousands of RV dealers posting their inventory online, posting their prices. If our price wasn't the lowest out there, folks, our phones wouldn't ring. Our email boxes would be empty. Our lot would be empty, and we certainly wouldn't be selling almost 600 RVs a year and been in business for 49 years. So we know we've got the lowest price out there. I've already checked. You're welcome, and I know you're going to check. Google is the RV shopper's best friend. You can compare it to every single 07 Freelander 3150 out there. See how many of them you find with 15,000 miles with a 90-day warranty for under $40,000 out the door. But I do know there are a few of you who don't, even if this thing's $10,000 less than any other one in the country, you're not going to buy it unless you get some kind of discount. And it's just an archaic way of thinking, I know, but I know there's still some of you out there. So we offer option B for those kind of people, for those kind of buyers. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody is raised different and conducts business differently. No system's perfect, folks, but majority of my buyers like the haggle-free prices because, look here, folks. If you want to haggle, I'll mark this thing to $49,900, and we can spend days going back and forth haggling the price down to what it is now. And you'll feel like you won something because you got us to come off a few $1,000s, even though it came out to the exact same result, and you wasted days getting to that result. So we've got it here, $39,900, lowest price we're going to take for it, unless you take option B. Option B saves us time and money because option B does not include a checkout or an inspection. Option B does not include a warranty. Option B does not include a walkthrough. The only thing Option B covers is we'll put a drive out, 45-day drive out tag and give you a starter kit. You're buying it the same way we traded for it, which is as it sets. No warranty, no guarantees, and because that saves us time and money, because I don't have to pay my techs to check it out and have to pay the warranty company to write the warranty on it, then we will discount it what those services cost us and save you a little bit of money. Plus, you get the added benefit of taking it home the same day you pay for it. If you want a price on Option B, which is less than $39.9, call our sales department. They'll give you a price, and I'm not expecting you to make that decision, Option A or Option B, based on my video, even though I've already checked and showed you all the major systems work. In case you do want to take Option B, you can feel better about it. But if you will call us, give us a minimum, and when I say minimum, folks, depends on the salesperson you get. I don't use commission salespeople, so I have 4 salespeople who work on salary that sell almost 600 units a year. Some of them stay booked up days in advance. So you just have to get whoever's available. Sometimes it's 24 hours, sometimes it might be 48 hours. But if you will call and give us a minimum 24-hour notice before you get here, and if there's a salesperson available for that time slot, we'll have the unit either plugged into power, have it hooked up to electricity, have the fridge and the air on, and you can do your own inspection on it, folks. So then, after you inspect it, you may decide, you know what, I don't want to have to worry, I don't want stress, I don't want worries or second guessing myself. I'll go ahead and get the 90-day warranty, get the inspection, pay the $39.9, or you may come out here and look at it and go, you know what, I can't find a thing in the world wrong with it. I'm just going to take it for the discounted price and take it home with me today if you've got the money on you. Either way you go, folks, you're getting a nice little motor home for the money. And I've already gone through it, folks. Like I said, of course, I'm here looking at it in person. You're not. I can't find nothing wrong with it. Besides, it needs a wash. And I'll have my guys do that here in the next day or two. So other than it needs to be washed, that's all it needs. But anyway, folks, $39.9 Option A. Call for Option B price. Both of them are haggle-free, firm. Doesn't matter how you pay for it. Financing is available. Obviously, this thing, the value's there. So the only thing that you wouldn't get approved on this RV is if your credit didn't qualify, because the value is more than there. Either way you go, folks. Either option you go, we do take trade-ins off either price. Financing is available, but you will have to have minimum 10% down, either trade equity or cash. And you may even check with your own, if you don't want to pay anything down, folks, you may check with your own personal lending institute, whoever you use for your car financing. You might ask them if they'll do a 100% loan on this. And many credit unions will, depending on who you use and their criteria. Because we don't sell just local, we sell nationwide. We only go through nationwide lenders, because all your local lenders, of course, are only local to where you live at. And since most of our customers don't live around here, us being set up with a local bank or credit union wouldn't make much sense, because they wouldn't qualify any of our customers anyway, since our average customer travels over 300 miles to get here. And folks, I had some people from Oregon here this morning picking up an RV. If it gives you any idea how far away people come to buy RVs from us because of the amount of money we save you. And it's simple, haggle-free prices. No surprises, no extra added fees, none of that junk, folks. I mean, that's why we've been in business for 49 years, and we're just a couple of months away from 50 years in business. Now, folks, how many used RV dealerships are out there that have been in business for 50 years? I can't find any. We're family owned and operated, 3rd generation now, working on number 4. We're not going anywhere. As long as there's a market for used RVs, folks, we're going to be here. We're going to be the place you send your kids, grandkids, and great-grandkids to buy their RVs from when they get old enough to buy. We're going to be the place you're going to come back to, like the guy that bought this one did, when you're ready to go to something else or upgrade to something else. We've been doing this a long time, not much we haven't seen. We trade for pretty much anything of value that we can legally sell that we don't have to feed. Financing, we've got some great finance sources thanks to our decades in business. We've got some great relationships with banks. And You know, if anybody can get you approved for financing, we can. Now, I know these aren't as easy to finance as a car, truck, or even as a house, because this is considered a luxury item by the bank, like going buying a new C-Ray. I mean, if your credit's not pretty stout and you don't have a good down payment, you may not be able to get financed. You know, and that's because of what these things are considered. They're considered a want, not a need. Banks know that if you lose your income, lose your job, or whatever, and you can't afford to pay your bills, the first thing you're not going to make your payments on is going to be the RV, because you got to pay your house payment to have a place to live. You got to pay your vehicle payment to have a way to move around and get to work and try to find a job and things like that. So they know the RV is going to be the first thing that you skip out on the payment. So that's why financing is so much harder on these, because banks have learned from decades of experience. So but we'll work with you any way we can. Please understand that RV financing is not like a car financing. Very rarely can you go into an RV dealership, get approved for financing on a used RV, and sign up the same day. It's usually a several day process. They may want to see your tax returns if you're self-employed, and you know, income verification, and much more. So keep that in mind. We'll work with you every step of the way. We get frustrated at the banks too, but you know, they're the ones with the money, and just like you, we're at their mercy. So understand that we do everything we can to get you approved, but sometimes there are going to be stipulations you have to meet to get approved. Anyway, you can apply for financing from our website, parkwayrvcenter.com or .net. You can come visit us here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. I have buyers that fly into Chattanooga, Tennessee Airport every single week to buy RVs from us, and we'll be happy to pick you up during business hours at the Chattanooga, Tennessee Airport. Bring you back here, won't charge you a cent. You know, I actually have people that actually fly down just to look and pick them one out, buy it, fly, and we'll take them back to the airport, get it ready for them, and they'll fly back when it's ready. I mean, let's be honest with you, folks. I can fly into Chattanooga for pretty much anywhere in the country for $500 or less. A lot cheaper than you can drive if you're coming any significant distance. But anyway, folks, call us 706-965-7929. You can email us, sales at Parkway RV Center. Of course, as always, call for faster response. For salespeople selling almost 600 RVs a year, they don't have a lot of time to spend behind a computer. So you're going to get a lot quicker response calling than emailing. Anyway, call us, email us, come visit us. You're going to love what you see here. Now, please, folks, if you do come visit us in person, prepare to spend several hours here just looking. I've got 170 used RVs, folks. The biggest in-stock selection of used RVs of all shapes and sizes of any dealer within a 500-mile radius of us. And you're not just going to pop in here for 30 minutes, look at a couple, and leave. If you're a serious buyer, you want to look at a lot of different options, you're going to spend several hours here. So plan accordingly. We close at 6 o'clock Monday through Friday Eastern Time. Saturday 5 o'clock. We're closed on Sundays, and we close on the dot. So we're not like a restaurant where you get in 5 minutes before they close. They stay open until you get done eating. It's not like that here, folks. We close at closing time on the dot, regardless of who's here. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing everybody here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos just about every day. I've got some great deals out here, folks, and we're very simple, very easy to deal with. You won't find a less stressful or easier buying experience anywhere than right here at Parkway RV Center. Nationwide delivery is also available, folks. Again, thanks for watching. Questions, comments, call us, email us. I look forward to seeing everybody here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.